everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. Let's do one more reading, Crossing the Threshold. Crossing the Threshold. Why I am reading it twice or thrice? I want to understand the meaning of this reading title. So 2 lines they have given over here. So definitely you can read it to get more meaning of this title. The renovated Auckland Art Gallery in New Zealand unites old and new, creating an irresistible urge to step inside. Okay. So that is clear. Auckland Art Gallery they are explaining, which is in New Zealand. So this reading was part of IELTS exam in India twice a time. Same year 2025. You can see this. So definitely this reading can be a part of my neighboring country as well as in other parts of this world. So for this reading, here we have been provided. First question is multiple choice question. Second is yes, no, not given. Third is complete each sentence with the correct ending. Actually, these are the questions, multiple choice question and matching feature kind of question. Matching feature means we have to match with the statement with list of people, with list of correct endings, and also these are also latest trend in IELTS reading. So side by side I will share IELTS reading tips and tricks. Definitely you can also get 9 band scores in IELTS reading. How? Just do practice with me. Definitely you will get some, you will grab many things from me also. Let's do it from the first type of question, that is multiple choice question. How to do multiple choice question? First I will read only this question statement. I will try to understand its demand of the question. So location they have already shared. So here it is given first paragraph. What is the writer's main point in the first paragraph? So location, we will read this question statement in the first paragraph. Means answer we will get in first paragraph. Now what he wants to ask, the writer's main important highlight point in this paragraph. Then we will read all the options. Whichever is the answer, that will be a true statement. All other statements, like out of 4, 1 will be true and 3 will be false statement. That you need to keep in mind. So first paragraph it is, let me take my pen and then we will read. So architects are finding it very difficult in today's cultural landscape. The profession faces a 3-way threat. So somewhere you can do circle, somewhere you can underline the things for getting to get the main idea of the paragraph. A public that apparently doesn't understand what architects do. So here they are talking about three-way threat. A public, 3-way threat. First one is a public that apparently doesn't understand what architects do. Second is, after comma it is second, developers who couldn't care less what they do. And overbearing councils micromanaging every single aspect of what they do. Okay, 3 things. 3 threat is there. According to sources within the architecture profession, the situation is much worse. So I think here writer is focusing because writer's main point, when architects work on municipal building means government buildings, as architects discovered with their Auckland Gallery makeover, where a vast number of external pressures threatened to the project and with okay. So main important point, I think he is talking about to construct or to do with municipal building means government building. Criticism of architects by different groups is unfair. So criticism and by different groups it is not explained, and which is unfair also not explained like that. So this is false. The architectural profession is generally well respected. So it is also not given. The most difficult projects for architects are public buildings. See this municipal building. So I will select this. Failure to deliver buildings is a result of poor. So failure to deliver buildings, it is not like that. Okay. So not explained like that. Now is a result of poor communication. It is also not explained here. So that will not be the answer. Okay. Coming to second number. The Auckland, let me shift the, now this is second question. The Auckland Gallery project was particularly difficult. So in first paragraph Auckland Gallery it is given and project I can see over here. Let's read it from here. Discovered with their Auckland gallery makeover, where vast number of external pressures threatened the project and with so many bureaucratic difficulties. Let's read the question statement again. Project was particularly difficult. So this project was particularly difficult where? The main thing we need to find. The major challenge of the gallery renovation project. So I think this is the location of this second number question. Was that it involved two parts. The first was to restore the heritage building dating back to 1888. Okay, which contained a network of small spaces refurbished so often it contained 17 different floor heights. First, it involved two parts, it is given. Okay, and the first reason they have given to restore the heritage, and the second reason was to deliver a new extension that would not only double floor, to deliver a new extension that would not only floor and exhibition space but also attract new patrons, a total necessity. Okay, while the old building circulation was putting off, so the something intelligible. Okay, let's read it, the options, because so many things we have read. The existing building was old and parts of it had fallen down. So fallen down kind of thing not explained here. There was a high number of floors in the building. So this is also wrong. High number of floors, like 17 different floor heights given, but high number of floors I don't think so. Highest number they have given. It involved renovating the existing building and adding a new wing. So first half of the question is correct, but adding a new one means building. So building they are not going to add. Here it is given a new extension that would not only double the floor and exhibition space but also attract new patterns. So actually this is also wrong. So this is wrong part. It needed to satisfy the requirements of the existing pattern. So patrons it is given. Yes, I think here. But also attract new patrons, a total necessity. Everything is total here, means important. It needed to satisfy the requirements of existing patterns. So it means D will come, not C. Third number. What disturbing information did the architects find out from the survey of young people? So young people we need to find. So at the end, young people they are talking. A survey of young people's impression of the gallery confirmed this opinion, sounding more like references to an abandoned building. Okay. What disturbing information did the architects find out from the survey of important information? For many, so what they are, impression of the gallery confirmed this opinion. Okay, for the survey authors, means they have started talking about architects find. For the survey authors, threshold fear, where certain groups are intimidated from entering certain spaces by off-putting atmosphere, was the institutions undoing something. No architect wants to do anything. For those young people, Auckland Gallery was undemocratic, dusty, cold, and epitome of the threshold fear. So fear kind of thing they are talking again and again. What disturbing information? Okay, they did not visit the gallery because of the way it made them feel. Feeling kind of thing, fear kind of thing, disturbing information. So all relating to fear, feel, and I think they thought that the gallery building were not in use. It is not given. The gallery had the reputation of being dirty. Only it was not dirty. It was undemocratic also, dusty also, and cold also. So this alone, it is not correct. They did not like the entrance. So in fact, they were not able to find the entrance only. So that's why it will not come. Only A will come. Let's do fourth question. So let's do this fourth number question. What point is the writer making when he says that 16% I can see over here. 16% of the sample group did not know where the museum was. Okay. So of course, young people, for those young people, Auckland Gallery was undemocratic, dusty, and cold, the epitome of the threshold fear. So means epitome here means example of threshold fear. Also 16% of the sample group had no idea where even it was, means gallery. Despite being interviewed on the pavement right outside, clearly the gallery was fatally out of step at a time when New Zealand's National Museum in this Wellington was successfully engaging broader audience. So they are this comparing the things between two here, and those who were interviewed right outside the gallery, so they were also not aware from where they have to enter. Young people are not interested in gallery, so interested kind of thing it is not given. The gallery was not reaching out to involve young people, so this also we can select, but yes, we can read C and D also. The entrance to the gallery was not signposted, so signposted. When they were interviewed outside the gallery, they were also not, their group had no idea where even it was, despite being interviewed on the pavement right outside. Clearly the gallery was fatally out of step, means they were not, gallery was not reaching out to involve young people, or the location of the gallery was difficult to access. So C will not come, either D will come or B. The location of the gallery was difficult to access. The gallery was not reaching out to involve young people. So I think D will come, was difficult to access. Out of step at a time. The gallery was fatally out of step. It means the gallery was not reaching out to involve young people, because young people were interviewed over here. So we can select B also, but my mind says this D also. So I am confused between B and D. Maori artists were used on this project. So let's find Maori artist. Gallery was made, the architects. Maori people is here. Let's read it from here. Even after the redesigns, the use of kauri timber with its significance to New Zealand's Maori people stirred up political debate. In the new building, the architects have used kauri to produce a canopy with a curving. Okay, let's shift the page. So okay, here we were here. Even the redesigns, the use of kauri timber with its significance to New Zealand Maori people stirred up political debate. In the new building, the architects have used kauri to produce a canopy with this and this design, also clad in kauri. The canopy represents a signature public face. Canopy made out of kauri timber, so it represents a signature public face. Its curvature filtering light to the visual echo. Okay, the park has also cultural significance to Maori, as it was site of early settlement. Okay. Let's read the option. Satisfy the concerns of the conservationist. Conservationist are there. Conservationist is here, but let's read other option. Protect sacred materials in the, no, it is sacred kind of thing. No. The make sure the gallery respects Maori culture. Yes, the park has also the cultural significance to Maori. I think this will come. Ensure that certain sources of kauri were not used. So this not. Conservationist, satisfy the concern. Okay, it took 8 years for building to commence, as the architects fought off heritage committees and conservationists trying to stop them. The architects were not used. No, this and then I have already read, so they are not talking that they have satisfied conservationist. So C will come. Now let's do next type of question, that is yes, no, not given. If it is all like true, false, not given, please read the instructions whatever they are saying. So before the renovation, so let's read the question statement, and then we will find its keywords, and then those keywords will take us to the location in the paragraph, and then we will try to match both the meanings. This is the statement and this is, here we will get the information. Before the renovation, the Auckland Art Gallery was regarded as an elitist institution, so means honored, or this kind of institution was there. So renovated Auckland in New Zealand unites old and new, creating an irresistible urge to step inside. Before the renovation, the Auckland Art Gallery was regarded as this. Okay, architects. So this paragraph we have read it. Okay, here art gallery, Auckland Gallery, they have started talking about here. Okay, discovered with their Auckland Art Gallery makeover, where a vast number of external pressures threatened the project, and with so many bureaucratic difficulties, it looked doomed to fail. It was regarded as an elitist institution. The renovated Auckland Art Gallery unites old and new, creating an irresistible urge to step inside. Architects are finding very difficult in today's cultural landscape. So it means they were not this art gallery was not regarded as an elitist institution. So of course fights were also there. How can it be? So you public that the profession faces a three-way threat. Okay, the renovated old. So I think in last line they are saying, according to sources with the architectural profession, the situation is much worse when architects work on municipality building. For example, this and this discovered with their Auckland Gallery makeover, where vast number of external pressures threaten the. So I don't think so. They are talking. It was a renovated institution, means respected. So here we will write here no. Second, Stephen King may be in next paragraph, but still I will just mark it no. If I get the location somewhere else, then I will look at this. Okay, so here also see this no. Okay, before the renovation they are talking. Let's find it. See this, here it is given. If you ask me, I think here this is the location. For many, Auckland Art Gallery was just an old building that served a limited range of patrons with high brow interest, missing its chance to engage new audiences. I think this line also saying that it was not an elitist institution. That's why it is no. So let's read second number question. Stephen King's, so this is the keyword. This will take us to the location. Intervention in the project shows his understanding of the architect's use of cowrie. King's intervention in the project shows his understanding of the architect's use of cowrie. Okay, let's shift the page. Here in this paragraph, this paragraph also we have read, and let's move to next, where we can get King conservationist. This paragraph also we have read, and some person name is there, decoration McLeave is there. So King I can see here in this paragraph, so we will read it. So I can see this, if his intervention in the project shows his understanding. So we have to read question statement again and again. Still, that didn't stop the conservationist Stephen King from accusing the architects of throwing cowrie at a mediocre building and of misappropriating the mana of the precious material, which is almost extinct, harvesting of both petrified and this. However, the cowrie that was used here was from first floor, and the King's misconceptions sum up the prejudice that surrounded the project. So here his understanding, so here they are saying King's intervention in the project shows his understanding of the architect use of cowrie, but here it is clearly given King's misconceptions sum of the prejudice that surrounded the project. It means this is also false information. He was not, his misconception was there. He did not understand it properly. The way the building interacts with its surrounding is a triumph. Okay, the way the building interacts with its surrounding. Surrounding, maybe let's read it. Surrounded word it is given. Okay, surrounded the project. Objections also came from Auckland Regional Council, worrying that extensions impact on Albert, yet the project's relationship with Parkland is one of the most successful outcomes. Okay, so now they have given surrounded word over here. However, the cowrie that was used here was from forest floor. King's misconception, some of the prejudice that surrounded the project. Objections also come from Auckland Regional Council, worrying about the extension's impact on this park, Albert Park. Yet, still they are saying, yet the project's relationship with parkland is one of the most successful outcomes. Successful outcomes here means triumph. It means it was win-win situation. Win-win means almost win situation. So that's the way it is. Yes. That's why the way the building interacts with its surrounding is a triumph. Impact is not only minimal, but it improves the park's social function. See this location? It is given, it is clearly given. Park's social function, but it improves the park's social function. So, the extension enormous glass atrium, so you can read it further if you want. Otherwise, location is from here to here. Now, fourth question. Now, let's read fourth question. The glass flooring in the McLeave Gallery, which reveals old feature. If the glass flooring in this gallery which reveals old features, then it will be yes. So here we were looking for this. So already we have left this location. So glass word is here, but McLeave Gallery, I think this word was in above paragraph. Now let's find this McLeave. Here it is McLeave Gallery. So we were looking for McLeave Gallery. Another success is the refurbishment of the heritage building, especially the McLeave Gallery in disrepair after its characteristic early 20th century. At one, decoration had been stripped out or walled away in previous renovation. Space has been reconstructed from two old photos, although the problem of multiple floor levels was so serious. But where is the glass floor? New floor was there, building itself as artwork, where elsewhere columns from our gallery has been. Yes, here everything they have discussed, but there is no glass flooring in the McLeave Gallery. It is clearly given. It means, and which were not. There is no glass flooring, because of that no revelation of old features. So definitely this will not given. Now fifth number question. The design of the extension to the Auckland Art Gallery. The design of the extension of the Auckland Art Gallery is similar to the, now here see this, similar means comparison, to the design of white cube galleries in other parts of the world. The design of the extension of Auckland Gallery is same to the design of white cube galleries. Okay, now white cube gallery is somewhere they were discussing. Let me. So in last paragraph, second last paragraph, I have got this word, white cube gallery. See this, white cube galleries. Now we need to look whether the design of Auckland Art Gallery extension is similar to the design of this. Okay, so here we can read. The glass becomes a screen for viewing the outside world and makes the art accessible to those in the park. A far cry from both white art galleries worldwide. The plain boxes where paintings are hung in antiseptic walls, and also the dusty, imperable Auckland Gallery of old. Okay, so it is not that kind of level where these white cube galleries are there. See this, the glass becomes a screen for viewing the outside world and makes the art accessible to those in the park. A far cry means far from both white cube galleries worldwide. The plain boxes where paintings are hung in antiseptic walls, and means they are explaining negative things of this gallery, but it is not similar to that. So it means it is no, it is not yes, it is not similar. So something similar, if it would be similar, then they will be saying in the same, in both the things are comparable like this. But here word a far cry from both. If you don't understand this far cry, then you can read little bit more. Plain boxes where paintings are hung in antiseptic walls mean dirty kind of walls are there. Also the dusty, it means those white cubes galleries are really neat and clean. Maybe better than this dusty one. So this is no. Let's do next question. So these are complete each sentences with the correct endings. So the complete each sentence. Where complete each sentences? So these are the incomplete sentences. We have to complete it with the help of these options. So these are the options. So how to do this complete each sentence with the correct ending? Definitely I will read all the options first. Within 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds we can go through it. Resulted in work being done in the opposite direction to that usually followed. Okay, is more than cosmetic and has improved the circulation. Okay, was the clue to rebuilding the McLeave gallery successfully, has resulted in the building itself become a work of art. Means that you should be able to tell whether you are in the old wing or the new one. Was the result of earlier attempts to modernize the building. Okay, now so I have selected only those words that are different from other headings. So from where we will get the location of these questions? Definitely on the basis of keyword strategy only. The destruction of Edwardian ornamental. So Edwardian kind of word I have gone through. Just in first paragraph, no Edwardian was there. No. Edwardian somewhere I have read. Decoration somewhere they were talking. Environment. The destruction of Edwardian ornamentation. See this now. If I have done underline or circle the things, definitely I would get the location within second. Edwardian is here. See this Edwardian. So definitely if I am doing it on pen paper, I would underline the things, important things, and underline and circle the things. Okay. The destruction of Edwardian ornamental. After success is the refurbishment of the heritage building, especially the McLeave Gallery, in disrepair after its characteristic early 20th century. Edwardian decoration had been stripped out or walled away in previous renovations. Remarkably, the McLeave space has been reconstructed from two old photos, although the problem of multi-floor levels so serious that scaffolding had to be erected at the highest level with work progressing downward. Okay. What we can get it resulted in work being done in the opposite direction to use opposite direction. It is not explained. Is more than cosmetic and has improved the circulation. Circulation is there. They are talking about two photos, multiple. Although the problem was so serious, scaffolding had to be erected highest level. Work progressing downwards. Opposite direction is not the reverse of the normal practice when it was over. Okay. More cosmetic. Rebuild the McLeave Gallery successfully, has resulted in the building itself a work of art. Means you should be able to tell whether you are in old wing or new. The result of earlier attempts to modernize the building. Earlier modernize. Let's move to next. It is extraordinary that a limited number of photographs, of course they are talking about here, photographs. It is extraordinary that a limited number of photographs resulted in work more than cosmetic has improved the clue to building them. Okay, photograph is here. Extraordinary that a limited number of photographs. The problem, yes, I think in 1 number here you can see 37 number question is this actually. The destruction of Edwardian ornamentation. See this, Edwardian decoration had been stripped off, means destruction they are saying, or walled out away in previous renovation. In previous renovation they have walled out, they have destructed. Remarkably, the McLeave space has been reconstructed from two old. Okay, so answer lies here only in this sentence, or you can read it. refurbishment of the heritage building, especially the McLeod Gallery, in disrepair after its characteristic early 20th century Edward decoration had been stripped off in previous renovation. So the last one was the result of earlier, means previous attempts to modernize the building. We can select it. Nothing is matching with this in one number. So F number I will put it here. Okay. It is extraordinary that a limited number of photos, so limited number of photos are there, has been reconstructed from the old photos. Something reconstructed resulted in work done in opposite direction. No. Cosmetic and has improved the circulation is also no. There has been reconstructed from old photos. Was the clue to rebuild the McLeod Gallery successfully. The problem of having so many floors, levels to deal with. So what was the problem? Although the problem of, yes, this location about third question. The problem of multiple floor levels was so serious that scaffolding had to be erected at the highest level with work progressing downwards. The resulting in done in the, yes, this downward we can read it, we can match it with a number, because although the problem of multiple floor levels was so serious that scaffolding had to be erected at the highest level. The clue to resulted, okay, yes, and with work progressing downwards. So it means opposite direction to that usually followed. We can use it a number for this 3 number. The glass flooring in the McLeod Gallery which reveals old feature. Okay, glass is here. A fascinating detail was retained. The lowest level visible under glass embedded in new floor, the building itself as artwork, while elsewhere columns from the old gallery has been exposed in the walls of new wing. Okay, artwork they are talking. Artwork, where is the artwork? Has resulted in the building itself becoming a work of art. The glass floor, see this, the glass flooring in the which reveals old features. When it was over, fascinating detail, the lowest level glass embedded in the new floor, the building itself as artwork, while elsewhere columns from the old gallery have been exposed in the walls of new wing. Okay, opposite direction we have selected. More than cosmetic and has improved circulation is also not there. Clue to rebuilding McLeod successfully has resulted in the building itself becoming a verb, means that you should be able to tell whether you are in old wing or the new wing. While elsewhere columns from the old gallery have been exposed in the walls of new wing. New kind of thing it is also given, so we can select here E1 also. And for extraordinary, that a limited number of photographs. So photograph sentence it is given, and how they have started. Remarkably, the McLeod space has been reconstructed from old photos. So special word they have used it. Resulted, this we have selected, this selected, and E1 also selected and F1 also selected. So I was talking, was the clue to rebuild the McLeod Gallery successfully. So remarkably word they have used been from old photos. So clearly they have given was the clue to rebuild the McLeod Gallery successfully. So C will come over here.